That $50 logo you just bought on Fiverr? Yeah, it isn't an asset. It's actually a ticking financial time bomb that could drain $5 grand from your bank account this month. Welcome to another Explainer. Today, we're doing a complete teardown of the premium freelance market and exposing the hidden file delivery and copyright loopholes that are causing massive intellectual property lawsuits for small businesses. We are going to look under the hood of a $100 logo transaction to see exactly what you're really buying when you invest in professional design.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll be looking at the modern freelance marketplace, the anatomy of a pro profile, the professional design process, decoding the actual deliverables, and finally, the true value of source files. Let's get right to it.
Section 1. The modern freelance marketplace. Moving beyond the $5 gig.
Look, for years, platforms like Fiverr had this reputation as bargain bin task sites, right? A place you hit up for a quick, cheap graphic. Well, scratch that. The data tells a totally different story today. Just look at the sheer breadth of the highly technical categories available now. We are talking about hiring experts for custom AI agents, vibe coding, which is literally generating software through natural language, and complex e-commerce setups. You can hire data scientists to train machine learning models and experts in generative engine optimization. It absolutely shatters that old stereotype. You're now accessing global, enterprise-level talent on demand.
Section 2. Anatomy of a pro profile. Vetted expertise in action. To really wrap our heads around how this premium market operates, let's look at a specific case study. Bhavik C. He's a top-rated, vetted pro logo designer out of India. And listen, that designation isn't just some shiny badge. It means he was handpicked by a dedicated team for his specific expertise. To anchor his authority, just look at this single metric. 35,000 plus completed orders. Let that sink in for a second. With over 7 years in the game, he's worked with over 50,000 businesses worldwide. You just don't hit that kind of volume without a highly organized, predictable, and client-focused system in place.
And his skills aren't just reserved for tiny mom-and-pop startups. Major global enterprise brands, heavy hitters like Google, Unilever, Bentley Motors, IKEA, and even Fiverr itself, rely on his vetted professional design services. When you hire in this premium tier, you're literally tapping into the exact same creative mind trusted by Fortune 500 companies with their brand identity.
Section 3. The professional design process. The 2 paths to a perfect logo.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how a true professional handles that insane level of demand. They absolutely do not rely on guesswork or a couple of vague emails. Notice the 2 distinct paths mapped out here to guarantee success. On the left, if you already know what you want, you complete a specific logo brief. He takes your exact vision and elevates it into refined professional concepts. But on the right, say you're starting completely from scratch. In that case, he requires a detailed questionnaire to really nail down your brand's personality, leading to unique, custom-made concepts before finalizing the package. It's a completely consultative approach, ensuring a strategic result no matter where you start.
Section 4. Decoding the deliverables. The $100 Majesty Package.
All right, let's get down to the dollars and cents. What exactly does a business owner get for $100 in this premium tier? Let's methodically walk through the checklist. You are getting 1 highly refined concept and 1 revision, turned around in an incredibly fast 2 days. But the real magic is in the files themselves. Sure, you get the standard transparent and printable files, but look at those bottom 2 rows. You are securing the core assets, the vector file and the source file. Throw in the presentation extras like a 3D mockup, a social media kit, and stationery. You aren't just getting a picture, you're getting an entire digital toolkit.
Let's demystify a couple of those specific line items for a second. The social media kit and stationery mean you aren't left with some random logo file you have no idea how to use. He provides platform-friendly covers and banners perfectly sized for Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. Plus, you get symmetrical business card and letterhead designs. This just goes to show how one single, well-structured premium logo purchase instantly scales your business into a comprehensive, ready-to-launch brand identity.
Section 5. The value of source files. Protecting your brand asset.
So the crucial point here is understanding the underlying tech of what you just bought. This is honestly the most vital yet most misunderstood deliverable in graphic design. A source vector file, usually delivered as an Adobe Illustrator or EPS file, is entirely different from a standard JPEG. If you stretch a standard image, it gets all blurry and pixelated, but a vector file uses mathematical formulas to draw the shapes.
To put that into perspective, you can output the artwork into any format, swap between digital and print color profiles, and scale it infinitely without losing a drop of quality. With these files, your logo can be on a tiny business card today and flawlessly scaled up to a 50-foot highway billboard tomorrow.
And right alongside those technical files is this massive, absolutely crucial point: commercial rights included. Securing these rights ensures that you, the business owner, legally own the asset for unlimited professional use. You are not just renting a pretty picture, you are acquiring intellectual property. Remember that ticking financial time bomb we talked about at the start? Skipping this exact step is the loophole that leads to trademark rejections and devastating copyright infringement lawsuits. Having these rights protects you from all of that.
And this brilliantly illustrates the end result. When you combine expert workflows, comprehensive deliverables like vector files, and commercial rights with a real human touch, client satisfaction goes through the roof. With nearly 600 reviews on this gig alone, Bhavik maintains a stellar 4.9-star rating. Customers literally say he goes above and beyond and is incredibly patient. At the end of the day, you're paying for peace of mind and professional reliability just as much as you are for the design itself.
Which leaves us with this final thought. Take a hard look at your own business right now. Are your brand's digital assets actually built for long-term growth, or are they a massive liability waiting to happen? Do you have the source files? Do you own the commercial rights? The premium freelance market isn't about just spending more cash. It's about investing in the foundational tools your business needs to survive. Ensure you're buying true assets, not just quick fixes. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and we'll see you next time.